Hi everyone, this is Frank DeMore with the End Times Research Ministry. Today is 23rd of June 2018, and I want to bring you up to date now with the prophecy concerning the massive die-offs of birds, fish, and animals. For those of you who may not know where it is in the Bible, just take a look. You'll see in Zephaniah chapter 1 verses 2 and 3. You also see it in the Old Testament again in Hosea chapter 4 verse 3, where it talks about the birds, the fish, and the animals dying off. And of course, you want to take a look at the book of Revelation as well, because the book of Revelation, as you see here in Revelation chapter 11, you'll see that there's a warning about people who destroy the earth. And we know that there's a lot of that going around, pollution. Now, the frame you're looking at right now is where I left off in my last YouTube video. And it was from the USA, April the 1st of 2018. Now, I'm going to pick up from where I left off and go all the way to June 2016. And I can assure you that if you keep coming to my YouTube channel, you're going to see a lot more of these reports. Now, if this is the first time you've actually found my YouTube channel and you know nothing about this prophecy, just let me tell you, you can get the information from the past years by going over to my website, endtimesresearchministry.com. And there you'll find that you can just click the link to my updated book and it'll download today for free. And you can see every single one of these reports today. Hundreds and hundreds, I'm actually literally thousands of these reports that have been going on, and they're astonishing. So the fact is, not too many people really understand what's going out there with the birds, the fish, and the animals. But it was prophesied that this was going to happen, and we're seeing the results. So again, take a look for yourself, the updated version now of the birds, the fish, and the animals dying off in mass numbers. Thursday, June 29th, 2017.
Back here in the Ministry for Primary Industries, cull of Strait Island flat oysters in a bid to stop the spread of a parasite is expected to finish today. By the end of the day, around 80 tonnes of material will have been culled from Big Glory Bay after the Bonamia osprey outbreak was detected 2 weeks ago. MPI plans to remove hatchery equipment next week. It's hoped the cull will stop the potentially fatal parasite reaching Fovo Strait oysters.
picture-perfect day along the Lake Erie shoreline until something frightful began surfacing from the deep Wednesday.
We were all just sitting here like, what the heck is happening? What is this? What's going on?
Northeasterly winds pushed the rolling waves westward, right into Sheffield Lake.
It looked like there were whitecaps, but there were a bunch of dead fish.
A lot of dead fish.
Turning the boat launch and beach into a watery grave.
There were just piles of dead fish everywhere and guys were burying them.
Pretty disgusting.
All of them sheep's head, also known as freshwater drumfish.
If you look out past that pier, there's one out there. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them right now.
Mayor Dennis Bring was immediately concerned and began contacting both the EPA and ODNR.
This is obviously our drinking water. We want to make sure it's safe.
The Ohio Department of Natural Resources is keeping an eye on the situation, but says at this point it does not appear to be linked to either the nearby power plant or any sort of disease, because they say if that was the case, multiple species would be washing ashore.
Now they're saying that it might be because of spawning, and they said because of the water temperature and everything else is late spawning season.
They say last season's snow and chilly temperatures stressed out the fish, causing them to die. It's actually happened before, but back in 2006, a so-called natural die-off occurred.
They told me there was a dead zone in the lake as far as lack of oxygen, and that happened also.
ODNR says the water remained safe back then and is safe now, despite the unsightly fish, which should end within a week or so.
Well, new this hour, everyone wants to enjoy the water this summer, but you could have to hold your nose along Sylvan Beach in LaPorte. People were swimming in the water this week when thousands of the tiny dead fish began washing ashore. Eyewitness viewer Juan Martinez says it's creating a terrible smell. Now, these fish look just like the ones we showed you last week. Millions of dead fish came to the surface surrounding boats at the Houston Yacht Club. State officials say heat-depleted oxygen is causing this huge fish kill.
Our wedding is in 48 hours at the house, about 50 yards from all these dead fish.
It's a stinky reality for Christy Ling. She planned on marrying the love of her life at their Seabrook home Friday, but this morning that all changed. She opened the patio door and saw this, and this.
All of a sudden I saw this long streak of shiny, and I wasn't quite sure what it was.
That long streak was dead fish coming into Galveston Bay. According to Texas Parks and Wildlife, several things like heat, lack of rain, or an algae bloom may have created low-dissolved oxygen in the water. If there isn't enough oxygen, the fish can't breathe and die. With temperatures soaring close to triple digits, some say the smell is unbearable.
I imagine tomorrow is going to be 100% worse.
The last time Seabrook saw fish kill was 2014. The city sent out a notice today discouraging fishing in areas where fish carcasses have accumulated due to health concerns.